Welcome along then, it's Tuesday, it is strategy guide for yet another F1 Clash event. Another GP event is on its way, and with only a couple of weeks potentially to go to the new season, it could be as little as 2 weeks. That is 2 attempts more to get your very best position. So if you're not using these guides already, you need to make sure you go ahead and use them. And if you want to, in the description down below is a link to my Discord. If you want some help during the week or weekends, feel free to pop in there and take a look as well. We can help you as much as we can. But 2 weeks to go, potentially. That's roughly when they dropped it last year. And we've got an interesting event. Now, usually we have the Champions event at the end of the season, or the end but one of the season. And we're now looking at a new version, which is called the Legendary event. So let's take a look at this GP. It is a Legendary Drivers event, 24th, 28th of April, and it features the following drivers all receiving a 10% stat boost. It is Fernando Alonso, Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen, all with a 10% stat boost. Now that also does include your legendary drivers. Yes, your legendary drivers, if you have them unlocked, as you can see featured here, will receive a 10% additional stat boost as well. So if you've got the likes of Prost, he's going to get a big upgrade plus 10%. So check your legendary drivers. Check also those free drivers as well. It will be loaded in your game with Verstappen, Hamilton and Alonso. Make sure to check them out. It's going to be a very interesting event. Legendary drivers introduced for the first time this year, and obviously they're getting a stat boost as well. So that's going to be very, very interesting. No ×2 rewards. So it's just back to normal F1 Clash rewards this week. And we've got the addition of this. This is the timeless boost. Hopefully you've seen my video recently on this boost, and it is looking set to be one of the best boosts on the game. So you can either stock up, win them in GP. I hope. I'm going to check that they're in the prizes for this GP. Please tell me, Hutch, you've put them in. Please tell me. Yes, they have. They are in the prizes to be won. And we'll just quickly run you through the boost. It is 15 race start, 10 speed and 25 cornering. So you should have a very good chance with this boost. One of the best on the game, especially if you still need that race start. So what is to come in this Legendary Drivers qualifying round? What races have we got? Let's go and take a look. For the very first time, we have got Hungary with a 100% chance of the wet stuff in race number 1. We've got race 2 looking at Suzuka, which is fully dry. We've got race 3, Singapore, usually wet, but not this time. Hutch have changed it up. So that is now a dry race. And Miami to round off. But Miami could be pretty hot, 30 to 40 degrees. Hutch couldn't stay away from adding that in. So we are expecting potential heat at Miami. Miami heat, quite literally. Make sure to hit that like button as we pick your best strategies for this week. The very best boosts will be used. Anything with race start and cornering is really going to help you as we go searching for the big points. Let's get into it. It's up next. Here it is, your qualifying guide. Wow, how big is my head? Jesus Christ, that's an ugly mug as well. Remember, let me know down below. Now, this is a very interesting week because of all the drivers that are on offer. Make sure to comment down below. Who are you going to go with? Because I'm going to expect to see a lot of different drivers this week. So first track, we are off to Hungary. It is 100% wet, so we don't need to run through the dry strategy. It is a 4 wet, 4 wet and a 5 wet, 3 wet track. Now, we expect a lot of the AI to pit on lap 5. Some even have known to go to lap 6 and do a 6 wet, 2 wet. So as little as lap 4, some. But expecting a lot on lap 5 with some going on to lap 6. Boosts, Merlion, Hook. The timeless boost, I know I haven't included it on here, because obviously it's a boost that hardly anybody will have at this point, but it is going to be one of the best boosts and could easily be used on all of the strategies. Race start, cornering, speed, it's almost perfect. But Merlion and Hook from the front, Kawhi and Cuppa from the back. You want to be pushing hard and then pitting. Tyres, if you're doing a 4-4, is not a problem. A 3 wet, 5 wet is going to be okay as well. But predominantly, most of the AI are going to pit lap 5, with the odd one going to lap 6 because of that 10% boost this week. And on the right hand side, you've got 2 key places to conserve that power unit also. Next up then, we are off to Japan for race number 2, and this one is a fully dry track, and it is solely a one-stop race. So it is from the front a 3 soft 4 medium and a 4 medium 3 soft. Merlion and Kawhi absolutely fine for boosting from the front, and if you're starting towards the back, expect tyre management to be a lot more difficult. So we move to that 3 medium 4 hard and 4 hard 3 medium. Cooper and Prince also giving you a bit more defending on the slower compound. Now on the right hand side, 3 places to conserve the power unit. There's some really good overtaking spots on here also, but it is also a difficult track for matchmaking to be able to overcome as well. But fingers crossed we can set you up in the very best way possible. Race number 3 then, coming from Singapore, adding colour to the life, Singapore. We are running a 2 soft from the front. Now, it is also good to do a 2 soft on your second driver as well. And all you've got to do is get a gap between the 2 drivers. If you get a gap, you can do it absolutely no problem at all. And you run that strategy all the way through. We have included the 3 medium. You won't be able to push as much because of servicing and tyres. So you could run a 3 medium, 3 hard if you would like. Merlion and Kawhi are your boosts from the front. We've added Prince on there for the medium strategy, and we've got Cooper included in the dry P13 to P24 as well. On the right hand side, we've got your conserving, basically the home straight and the first straight we come to. Every other corner then on this track is an overtaking opportunity, and be careful because if a safety car does get deployed with softs only lasting 2 laps, it can be catching a lot of players out. So always be ready. Be on edge, because if a safety car comes, you need to react as quick as you can. And finally, for the final race, expect some temperature, 30 to 40 degrees. We have left the original strategies in because there's no guarantee that it's going to be above 33 degrees. So we have got the 2 soft, 3 medium, and the 3 medium, 2 soft strategies in for you. Merlion and Kawhi and Cooper and Kawhi are in there. As we said in the first race, Timeless Boost can replace all of them. It's going to be fantastic. Now, make sure you attack on the first lap because race start off the line here is fantastic. You want to be getting a perfect start because you can gain 10 positions just by the first corner. And yes, it's a very short first corner. That's how amazing the start here is at Miami. If temperatures are up towards the 40 degrees, maybe take mediums instead of hards, or the other way around. Mediums instead of softs, hards instead of mediums. We get it right in the end. Sometimes we make mistakes also. But definitely look at doing a slower compound tyre run if the heat is really hot. You've been used to Jeddah, you've been used to Bahrain in the heat. There's no difference here with Miami. It's exactly the same. Same with Imola. We've had that a lot lately. If it's hot, use a slower compound tyre. It's more durable and it's going to help you out a lot better. Right hand side, 2 big straights to conserve your power unit and then attack through the corners. It is set to be a very interesting qualifying session. Yes, so that is your qualifying session. As we zoom back in on my big face, here we go. It's going to be an interesting one. We haven't seen this for a while, of course. This legendary drivers, Hamilton, Alonso, Verstappen, all 10% boosted with legendary drivers as well. It means it's going to be a very chaotic GP week. Good luck to anybody who scores 376. It's going to be tough, and hopefully it's going to be a day where you get your best result. Qualifying, score that 188, do the best you can. Leave a comment down below. What drivers are you running?